Ladies and gentlemen, 2024 Subaru BRZ TS, standing for Tuned by STI. Now this goes for around $36,000. That's $5,000 more than the Limited. So it goes TS, Limited, and Premium. And on top of the Limited, so they're going to tell you it has upgraded tires, actually the same tires as the Limited. We have Michelin PS4s. But for that extra $5K, what you're getting, upgraded wheels. Well, I guess the look is upgraded. Same wheel size and also same tire size. You're getting upgraded suspension in the form of tuned Hitachi dampers, and you're getting Brembo brakes. So this is really for someone that is not going to be swapping out a lot of the parts on their car, but they do want something that is a little bit more track ready, a little bit sportier. If you are going to be putting in your own coilovers, then it doesn't make as much sense. We're still powered by a 2.4 liter flat four, making 228 horsepower, 184 pound-feet of torque. Cool thing is that the manual does come with eyesight, so you have automatic emergency braking, you have adaptive cruise control, lane keeping features, and a lead vehicle start alert. And the other thing with the TS, you get the nice little STI badges here and there. Still on 18-inch wheels, although for me and my buddies, when we tracked our vehicles and got aftermarket wheels, we actually prefer 17s. 225 section width, still pretty skinny. I'm putting this into track mode. Actually, you know what? Let's do traction off. There we go. Yes, a familiar platform. For those who don't know, I owned a 23 GR86 for almost 2 years. I owned a 13 FRS for over 9 years. Man, that fake engine noise, I'm not sure if you can tell on the audio, but it is quite, it has a little bit of a sibilant quality, a little bit harshness on the higher frequencies. Wow, okay, first I'm trying to heel toe. Brakes are much more grabby than the stock one, so I'm getting a little bit more, you know, stopping force when I'm trying to heel toe. Gotta just get used to that. There we go. Now we're nice and smooth. There's also a bit of rev hang in the 8.6 and BRZ. So you gotta be really careful to get your foot off the throttle as quickly as possible and not rush the shifts. Suspension stiffer than the Limited, of course, but still not gonna be overly harsh or not as track focused as some other setups out there. Because remember, this is coming from factory. They want it to still be comfortable on track, I mean on street. And I think they found that good balance point here where you have the good body control and dynamics. Woo, there we go. Rotation, baby. That's why we love this platform. It is so eager to play. Not as much as the 8.6, which is tuned a little bit differently. But still, such a balanced chassis. We do have McPherson strut in the front, which is why we're getting a little bit of understeer when we push it on track. Oh, and I guess we did catch the M... Okay, the reason we caught the M3 was there's someone else in front. Man, I do love this platform. The brakes are the biggest upgrade over stock with this TS, that's for sure. The dampers are a nice addition. If you're gonna be doing dual duty, you want something that's comfortable and also track capable, I see why you would get this. If you want something that's a little bit more track focused, then you may wanna get your own aftermarket coilovers, make it a little bit more hardcore. But I think they found a really good balance point here in terms of comfort versus body control when you're pushing it. The inputs on these cars, I mean, guys, you know how it is. They're so good. The steering is the one thing that I still don't love. It's, you know, you got the little stickiness, the friction in the rack, it seems, but it's still pretty good steering. We actually do rate all of these cars, by the way, on the Jubbal and Cars Driving Index spreadsheet linked below. I think we gave the steering about a 7 out of 10, something like that. Manual transmission, it's a nice manual transmission, not the best one in the world. It's mechanical enough, it's tight enough, the throws are a relatively good distance. Throttle response, sometimes at lower speeds I found in the BRZs and 86s, it can be inconsistent and a little bit too on-off switch. But on track, the only issue that I'm seeing is more with regards to rev hang and things like that. But my friends, let me know what you think of the Subaru BRZ TS. Is it worth the extra 5K over the Limited for the badges, the brakes, the Hitachi dampers, or are you better saving that money and spending it on your own modifications? I would argue that if you're gonna modify it, then just go for the Limited and save that money. After recording this video, I found out I was mistaken, and it's not an extra $5,000, it's an extra $2,500. And at that price bump, I think that it's a well worth upgrade because both the brakes and the Hitachi dampers are a big upgrade over stock. My friends, let me know what you think with a comment down below. Much love, see you in that next one.